Hi, welcome to node deletion from the binary tree part 2. Here the tree is constructed by using different number of nodes. After construction, I want to delete the value 12. Node value 12. Once I give the input, then I am calling the method delete by passing the root comma data. So here root is 25 and data is 12. So I am calling the method delete by passing these values. Here the delete method is return, root is 25, the data which is going to be deleted is 12. So here I am having the nodes tree structure is 25, 12, and here we are having, here the constructed tree is given. Now we are checking the root is null or not null. So here the root is not null, so this condition is false. Now so root value is 25, so 25 equal to null is false, so which is false, not executing. Then root dot left equal to null or not null, so root dot left is here 12, root dot left is 12, so this condition is false. And root dot right is also 39, so this is also false. So false and false, okay, so which is false, so this condition also will not execute now. Then we are going to create queue data structure here with the name of queue, small q, okay, small q. So we created the queue data structure here. Now we are adding the root node into the queue data structure. Root node value is 25, the root node value is 25, which is added into the queue data structure. Then we are creating one temporary node which is now null, and key node also now null. So just we are created two empty nodes, two empty nodes. This is the temporary, and one key node. So key node also temporary, key node also, sorry, key node also null, okay, null, empty nodes. Then we are trying to visit all the nodes to find the 12 is existing or not. So now we are checking queue is empty or not empty. When until queue is not empty, accessing the first element from the queue, the first element is now 25, the 25 is accessed and stored in the variable temporary. So temporary is now called 25, so 25 is the temporary now. Then we are removing the data first data from the queue, so 25 is removing from the queue. Now we are checking temporary dot data equal to our data. Temporary dot data is 25 equal to our data is 12. Is it true? Which is false. So this is not executing now. Then we are checking temporary dot left not equal to null. Yes, temporary dot left is 12, temporary dot left is 12, so which is not equal to null. So we are adding that 12 into queue, so 12 is added into the queue, so this is the first now. Then we are checking temporary dot right not equal to null. Yes, temporary is also not equal to null. This is 39, so that 39 is added into the queue, so 39 is added into the queue. Now again we are going back, queue is empty or not empty, not empty. If it is not empty, now the fresh q dot peak, the fresh q dot peak is 12, so 12 is now temporary, so temporary is updated, so 12 is now temporary. Then that is removing from the queue, so the 12 is removing from the queue, so 12 is removing from the queue. Then now we are checking the 12 temporary, the data is now 12, so 12 equal to 12. Yes, it is true. If it is true, then this condition will execute. So this condition is now assigning the temporary into key node. What is the temporary now? Temporary is 12. So 12 is assigned into the key node. So now this is the key node. So 12 is written in the key node. So this is key node now. Right. So then temporary dot left. Temporary is 12. 12 dot left not equal to null. Yes, it is true. So 27 is the temporary dot left which is added into the queue. Then temporary dot right not equal to null. Yes, temporary dot null also not equal to null. So this is 15. So 15 also added into the queue. So here 15 is added into the queue, right? So then again we are going back. Q is not empty. Yes, Q is not empty. 39. So 39 is the value now. This is the first now. So 39 is assigned into the temporary. So now the temporary is updated is 39. Temporary is now 39. So that is removing from the queue now. That is removing from the queue now. So now we are checking temporary dot data is temporary dot data is 39. 39 equal to 12, which is false, so if it is false, this will not execute. Okay, this if condition will not execute. Temporary dot left not equal to null. What is the temporary dot left? Temporary is 39. 39 dot left is 17. So 17 is the temporary dot left. Okay, temporary dot left. So 17 is added into the queue. 17 is added into the queue now. Then temporary dot right also not equal to null. So temporary dot right is now this is the temporary dot right is 81. So 81 is added into the queue. Then again we are going back. Q is empty or not? Yes, it is not empty. So now the Q value is 27. Q value is first value in the Q is 27. After removing the 39, this will become first. So first is now 27. 27. So 27 is removing from the queue now. Once it is removed, now first is 15. First is 15. So now we are checking. Temporary is now updated. 27 is the temporary now. You look at that. Temporary is 27. So 27 is the temporary now. So this is temporary. Then temporary here checking temporary data which is false now. 27 equal to 12 which is false, so which is not executing. Temporary dot left not equal to null which is false now. So 27 is the temporary dot left is null, so this is also false now. Then temporary dot right 27 dot right also false, which is also not executing, again we are going back. Q is empty or not? Q is still having the values 15. So now 15 is the first value which is accessed. So now 15 is assigned to the temporary. 15 is assigned to the temporary here now. Right, 15 is assigned to the temporary. So now temporary is updated with 15. Okay. So now again we are checking temporary data is 15. So 15 equal to 12 is false. So this will not execute. Temporary dot left 15 dot left is not equal to null. That is also false now. Not executing. 15 dot right is also null. This is also false. It will not execute. So again we are checking Q is empty or not. So again Q is having 17, not empty. So previously this is the first. Once that 15 is deleted, it will become first. So once 17 is now passing into the temporary variable. Okay, now 17 is passing into the temporary variable. Okay, 17 is passing into the temporary variable. So once 17 is deleted, this will become first now. Okay, so 17 equal to 12, which is also false. Then 17 dot left 17 dot left is null, which is also false. Then 17 dot right, okay, 17 dot right, that is also false. Again we are checking Q is empty or not. Yes, Q is not empty, which is having the 81, so 81 is assigned to the temporary now. So now this is becoming the temporary. This is becoming the temporary. 81 becoming the temporary. So 81 dot data equal to 12, which is false. Okay, this is false. So this one is not executed. Then temporary dot left, 81 dot left is also null. So false, not executing. 81 dot right also false, not executing. So 81 is also deleted in this step from the queue. So now again we are going back. Queue is empty or not? Yes, now you see all the values from the queue is removed. So now queue is becoming empty. If it is empty, then the while block will be stopped. Then now next statement is if key node not equal to null. What is the key node? Already we have found this 12 is the key node. 12 is the key node. So key node not equal to null. Yes, it is true. Then the temporary dot data. What is the temporary now? Temporary is 81. You look at that. Temporary is 81. So 81 is assigned into the x. Assigned into the x. So now x is having the value 81. So now we found the rightmost deepest node. Rightmost deepest node to replace the value going to be deleted. We will see the remaining in the next video.